Hi, I'm Fragoso, and today we're gonna make coconut milk and almond milk. I am a huge fan of do-it-yourself. If there's something that you have in your cupboard that has ingredients you're kind of suspicious of, or that you know you can do it yourself and save money, I'm always wanting to hack that. When I was in Thailand, I learned how to make coconut milk the absolute legit way, and it was an amazing experience. So you start with a coconut, but the old coconut, like the brown hairy kind, not the green one that you drink the milk out of. And then you have to put on protective eyewear and whack it with a hammer. And then you've got to get this crazy instrument that you grate all the inside out of it. And it's like an hour-long process, but I was so impressed because the homemade coconut milk tastes amazing. But I don't have time to mess around with old hairy coconuts. So I figured out that you can actually do it yourself, make your own coconut milk by just using dehydrated coconut flakes. So you don't have to whack anything with a hammer or wear protective eye gear or get messy or get crazy. All you have to do is just get some dehydrated coconut flakes. So I'm gonna show you how to do this. It's just a 3-step process, super easy. So you want 3 cups of unsweetened coconut flakes, and you're gonna put that right in your blender or your Vitamix or even your food processor. So we're gonna do that first. Try not to spill any of the goods if possible. And then, ooh, see, I'm spilling. And then you want to have some water nice and hot and ready to go. Not boiling because you don't want to burn yourself, but hot. And then you're gonna pour your hot water just to cover the coconut flakes. So since I've got 3 cups in here, it's gonna be about 4 or 5 cups of hot water. So that goes in right on top. All right, so we've got lots of water in there now. And then all I'm gonna do is cover it and blend it until it's a smoothie-like consistency. And I'll show you next what we do after we've got that consistency. All right, so now we have our coconut smoothie. It's almost ready for coconut milk. So what we need to do now is just make sure we have on hand what's called a nut milk bag, and it looks like this. You can also use a cheesecloth, but this little handy tool is made specifically for making your own homemade coconut milk or nut milk. So now we've got our nut milk bag ready in our container, and what we're going to do is strain our coconut milk. So first and carefully, just pour in enough that fills the bottom, but don't fill it up to the top because otherwise you're gonna make an explosion. So that's good to start. And look, you can see already before I even start squeezing it that we've got coconut milk. And it's amazing how fresh it tastes even though you're using dehydrated coconut. When you use the hot water, it kind of brings it back to life. I think it tastes a lot better than what you get out of the can, and there's no preservatives, there's no fillers. All it is just straight coconut milk. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of this, and when I'm all done, it's gonna make almost 6 cups of coconut milk. So this doesn't obviously last as long as the coconut milk you buy in the can, so you wanna use this in about 2 to 3 days, but you can freeze it for up to like 3 to 4 months. So even if you just want a little bit at a time, you can put it in some ice cube trays and use it, pop it into soups or curries. But it's so quick, so fast, saves you time, saves you money, and also you know exactly what you're eating. Okay, so here's our finished product, our beautiful coconut milk. And now we're gonna move on to our almond milk. In the meantime, I wanna show you guys what the actual coconut looks like after you've strained it through the nut milk bag. So what we've got are these little fine coconut flakes basically, and don't throw these away. You can do so much with this. You can feed them to your chickens if they have them, because chickens actually happen to love coconut flakes. Or you can keep them and toast them and add them to salads or soups. In my Everyday Paleo Thai Cuisine book, I've got several recipes that you can actually use toasted coconut flakes for. You can put these in your pancake mix, in muffins, like a gazillion things that you can do. So do not throw them away, save them, or feed them to your chickens if you have chickens. So I'm gonna set these aside, and we're gonna move on to our almond milk. Okay, so now we're ready to make our almond milk. So when you're doing your almond milk, you wanna start with raw almonds. So not roasted, not salted, just plain raw organic almonds. And it's really important that you soak them before you turn them into almond milk. And soaking them It totally makes them a little bit softer, and also it helps to kind of bring out any of the anti-nutrients that might be in almonds. So overnight's best, and you want to do cold water, just cover them, let them sit, or even like 2 to 3 hours is fine. So I've got my almonds that have soaked overnight. We're going to drain those real quick, and then just give them a little rinse with some cold water, and you're good to go. So these are going to go into your blender just like we did with the coconut milk. And this is just 1 cup of almonds. So 1 cup into your blender. And then the secret to making really delicious on your own do-it-yourself almond milk is medjool dates. So these things are like candy, but they're actually not super sugary as compared to what they actually taste like. And putting them into your almond milk just gives it this little touch of sweetness that's so awesome. So don't miss this step. So all medjool dates have a little pit in them, so you want to make sure you slice them open like I just did with my knife and pull out that pit. Otherwise you're going to make a crazy sound in your blender and wonder what the heck's going on. So the date goes in, and then we want to cover it with cold water. So you're just going to fill it. Well, we've got 1 cup of almonds, so you're going to fill it with 3 to 4 cups of water, and then we're going to blend it until it's a smoothie-like consistency, just like we did with the coconut milk. Okay, so now we're ready to make our almond milk. So we've got our cup of almonds that we've soaked, we've got about 3.5 to 4 cups of water, and we have our 1 medjool date. And that's it. So now, once again, blend this until it's like a smoothie. So you want the almonds to basically look like almond flour when you're done. All right, let's go for it. If you want a bit more sweetness in your almond milk, you can always add 2 to 3 dates instead of just 1. And now and then we also like to add about a teaspoon of vanilla just for some variation. Okay, so our almond milk is ready to be strained. So it's as simple as that. It just takes a few minutes and you have your own fresh almond milk. So like with the coconut milk, it only lasts about 2 to 3 days in the fridge, but typically we go through it in about that amount of time, so it's usually not a problem. What I like to do with the almond milk, I don't usually just drink it. My kids will every now and then, but we love to make our favorite bedtime snack with this almond milk, which is super simple. It's a bowl of frozen blueberries with some almond milk poured over it, and that's it. It's awesome. Also in the summertime when you have fresh berries like fresh strawberries and blueberries and blackberries, same thing. You can pour a little of the almond milk over those berries. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely delicious. Or if you just want to enjoy a glass of it, that's fine too. So this goes just like the coconut milk. You just strain it through the nut milk bag and squeeze all the beautiful almond milk out of it. And just like with the coconut, you want to save the leftovers because basically you've just made almond meal. So again, don't waste anything ever. If you have a food dehydrator, you can dehydrate this, or you can just, easier really honestly, spread it on a baking sheet and put it in the oven at 350 just for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then you've got your own almond flour, so you can use it just like you would any other almond flour. All right, in just a second we'll show you the finished product and we'll try some. Okay, we're back and we're going to taste our almond milk or our coconut milk. I'll let you guys decide what you want. And I have my little guy, what am I saying? My ginormous guys here to help me test. So do you want to try the almond milk or the coconut milk? Which one?
I'll have the almond milk.
Almond milk, what about you, Ro? This is Rowan and this is Jaden. Almond milk. Okay, so you're gonna see a little natural separation once you put it in the fridge. Don't panic, it's totally normal. Just mix it up before you serve it. So we just made it so it's not really separating yet, but we've got 2 takers for almond milk. Look at how beautiful that is. Nothing in it but love, baby. Nothing in it but love. And some dates and some almonds. All right, here you go. What you think? I get my special cup that Rowan painted. All right, cheers you guys.
Oh wait,
You already drank it? Complete foul.
My bad.
Cheers. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us. First of all though, what do you guys think? You like the almond milk?
It's terrible. I'm kidding.
What do you think, Ro?
I like it.
You like it? Cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Sweet. All right, join us next time. We'll be back soon with another cooking demo. Thank you guys for watching. Boys, say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. For more on me, please visit my website, sarahfragoso.com, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss anything. And if you want the full recipe from today's shoot, just click the link below and you can get it there. See you next time.